Oi. Whew, how's everyone doing? Happy, I believe the term is hump day. Happy hump day. It's been a long couple weeks for me, so I haven't been doing any live streams or anything like that. I hope everyone's been doing well and enjoying life. But I wanted I had a couple people comment on LinkedIn that, hey, where you been, man? Well, you can do a live stream. I could use one of those right about now. And it's like, oh, hey, maybe I should do a live stream. But yeah, it's been a minute. So for those of you who don't know, I moved. I ended up buying a second house. Yes, I'm still working from home. So yeah. So if you see that I'm in a different office, I'm actually in a different house. Who I'd be dating now? Come on, man. I've been dating the same girl for 8 months since December. I'm in Florida. Nope, still in Florida. Working that remote life. Living my best life, as the kids say. Go through them. You guys want to hear a funny story? I had this nickname for my girlfriend called the Trickster. Anyhow, so she set up her YouTube name on here. She changed her name for her YouTube to the Trickster, and she didn't realize that also affects her Gmail account. So she's been emailing her professor with this name, and one of them finally said something to her about it. Yeah, right now I'm gonna be staying in the area for a bit. Sounds like. What are your thoughts on everyone quitting? Everyone quitting what? Like their jobs in general? Or what are you talking about? By the way, someone asked how Amazon's treating me. I love it. I have a very healthy work-life balance. Even when I'm like doing my on-call rotation, the workload's very manageable. I find it very stressful just because it gives me a little anxiety, but not because of anything there. But I've had a very supportive environment on the team I'm on. Once you go Fang, you can't go back. Yeah. About people being quitting like people quitting their retail jobs or like server jobs. I think what the general so a couple things. I think when you like let's say as of right now you all lost your job. The skills that you had you couldn't use for the next 5 months. What are you going to do? Well, you're going to go get new skills. You are going to go look at other industries. And what I think has happened is a lot of people have got new skills or said like why would I go back into an industry where I've seen they're willing to take away my entire livelihood. So I think that's probably what's happening. And like once you give people a breather to think, they might think, "Hey, I don't want to go back to that." Yeah. What am I drinking? Shock Top. Just a little beer. I think, you put people in a position like that, they're gonna maybe reevaluate some things. Do you think boot camps are dead in 2021? No, I think software is such high demand. Boot camps, as long as there's a huge software demand, I don't see any reason boot camps wouldn't be in demand. So, um, but yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. Um, as someone who's worked somewhat in that industry delivering pizzas, uh, working late nights, not having holidays, being based off tips, having that human interaction, even much more so in the service industry, um, I could see not wanting to be part of that. That's just me. Um, what made you buy a second house? A couple things. I wanted to pull back the amount of money I started putting in my 401k. Last year I maxed it out, and I just had this epiphany that if I don't retire by 59 and a half, or like, because that's when you can start taking out your 401k money, um, I'm gonna be really upset with myself. Like, waiting till you're about 60 to retire is a lot of years worked. I'm not saying I won't be working till 60. I just don't want to be in a position where I can't touch my money till I'm 60. So that led me to a couple things of, okay, how do I want to plan for retirement? And it was housing, and it was also um stocks, things that are a little bit more less liquid, but more liquid than a 401k, I guess. Um, so that's kind of what led me to that. And I wanted to move. If you've ever bought a house with a certain intent, so my other house I bought, um, my other house I bought had to do, I bought it with a girlfriend of mine, a long term relationship that didn't work out. The last, there's some negative memories associated with that house. I bought it partly under the premise of like having a bigger home to like build a family and grow in. I'm not in that phase of my life anymore. Um, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere because of that, as well as wanting to save money. And so I bought a place it's about half a mile from the water. It's a little bit more of a downtown type area. It goes more with the lifestyle I'm trying to live, as well as being an investment. Is Amazon allowing you to be fully remote? It's kind of up in the air, but I would say they're going to work with me. It kind of depends on your team and everything else. Tackle that problem when we get there. But I would say that's the expectation. But anything can change. Any vacation plans? I've been traveling a lot. I actually just flew home to California, saw my family the first time in like 2 years. Introduced my girlfriend to everybody. That was good. A real world example of using web workers. Sometimes you have processes that you need to run in the background that don't need to take up your thread. So maybe downloading an oversized PDF file. That could be an example of a web worker. We download it in the background. Maybe you are every 30 seconds doing a post to some endpoint for some reason. Would I interview Matt about his shoe business? I don't really do interviews. I don't even really do YouTube anymore. But yeah, Matt has been killing it with his business. I'm sure. I've been seeing him post like little Instagrams and all that sort of stuff, man. But yeah, as far as vacation plans, just went to Disney World a couple weekends back. I'll be going to Kansas City and Hawaii and Pennsylvania and probably throw a snowboarding trip in there, as well as Kansas, or excuse me, Kentucky. I guess this means you're staying in Florida for a while. Yeah, I think so. I don't know, man. It's like I've just been go 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 for a couple weeks now. I haven't even thought about it. I plan to be. Things are going really well with Kat. We have our squabbles and whatnot, but it's she she's a good girl. That website allows you to take a test to get matched with a job. There's a lot of them. I think HackerRank even does it now. besides that, I've been doing mentoring and building that up, and that's going very well. Yo, Luke John with the subscriberino over here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it has. What are my plans with my personal website? I don't really have any. What do you want? What do you mean? The current cost of mentoring? Well, this is free. What we're doing right now. But if you want more one-on-one stuff, I did just have a slot open up. Go ahead and pin that. But you can book me there if you're interested. But yeah, I've been doing some mentoring for about 4 or 5 months now. It's going really well. I have about 20 reviews, 5-star rating. I'm in the top 4% of mentors on the platform. Usually I have around 5 mentees at a time that I'm trying to help out. What I mentor in? A lot of I mentor mainly aspiring junior and mid-level engineers who are trying to either one, get a job, break into the industry, study, or level up. So it's a lot of direction in regards to software. Really, my goal at the end of the day is simply to be someone that gives you direction that you then put energy behind. And try to unblock you. So man, it's hot in here. That's one thing about this office is there's not a ceiling fan in here yet. Coming soon, baby. Yeah, I'd actually go look at that. How's Dolan been? Negotiating entry-level job offers. Yeah, that's also something I've talked about quite a bit. Life is good, man. Loving the job, and things are good with the girlfriend. Have I ever heard of anyone getting paid $1 million salary? Well, top level software engineers make $1 million. Yeah. Just go on levels.fyi and look at what a staff software engineer makes. Oh, you have a new girlfriend? Good stuff. Yeah, we've been dating since like December. Sometimes I'm stunned that she's able to put up with me. Do you code yourself? Yeah. Every day, man. So I'm staying in Tampa for the foreseeable future. I did kind of miss the weather when I was in California, but that was about it. And the Mexican food. But not worth going back there. The pups are good. Come here, Boise. Come say hi, baby girl. Oh. Okay, if you see these little things in her, I got this backyard that has all these bushes, and she like rolls around in it. Think you just found someone who values you better? Maybe. I think I'm difficult to date. But my ex-girlfriend didn't really say anything about me being difficult, but I know I am, and she's more verbal and less passive. So sometimes I feel like there's conflict, but really it's just addressing them. Addressing things is kind of the better way of going about it. God, you're covered in these even more so than usual today. I just called a gardener today to see about that so she gets less stickers in her. Are people still complaining about job market saturation? People will always be complaining about that. Yeah, she's about 50 pounds. I haven't actually watched the Bezos video going up into space. I know he made it back safely, which is great. The best tip I can give you, Lawrence, is really to have consistency with whatever you're doing. Gator, come here, baby boy. You come say hi too. You're live. Come here, Gator. What are you sulking over here? Gator, up. Up. Gator, come on. Come on, get up here. What are you being all gentle for? I had to give him big spanks yesterday because I get this bark box delivered every month, and he actually growled at me when I went to take his toy. I was like playing with him. Couldn't believe it. Yeah. Where are you going? Gator. Big spanks. Not just spanks, the big ones. How many times have you been asked about Copilot, Dylan? I don't know what Copilot is. Why do I prefer Node over PHP? Demand, job prospects, potential earning potential. I'm invited to, what the hell is fast.co/Tampa? Fast Tampa Tech Talk. Armature works. Do they want me to talk at this, or do they want me to partake in this? The Champa Bay. Fast is an early stage e-commerce startup. Maybe I'll go this. I'll go this Tech Talk. It's free food and free drinks and usually swag. GitHub Copilot? I don't know what GitHub Copilot is. I would say backend has more demand, but front end's probably just as good. My career growth seems to have been quite quick. Does it? Maybe from an outsider in, every day I'm coming for it, you know, like every day grinded, one step forward, tears in the eyes. But no, I'm very happy with my career potential, or career growth. I would say, dedication, having a singular purpose makes it much easier. I did have to sacrifice some things along the way. I had to sacrifice family, friends, relationships. I made a choice about what I wanted to value. And that was career and money and future with those things. And I don't regret that choice. But that doesn't mean it didn't cost me anything. So, putting in the hours, taking control of my own destiny, you know, going and getting raises after I felt like I learned enough and not waiting for someone to tell me I'm worth more. I've always been, since I've started working as an engineer, someone who's gonna go out and get it, not gonna wait for it. And that would be what I would tell you, is don't wait for someone to come and offer you a promotion. Go get a promotion. You may get it where you're at, you may get it elsewhere, but be active in your career. And this year is the first year I haven't been that. And I've done it other ways. I've done it with mentoring, and I'm wrapping up this course for LinkedIn Learning. But one thing I told myself this year is just taking a year off from trying to like just grow as an engineer and get a promotion, be aggressive, right? Because I really still need to focus on me and my mental health. So that's where I want to be. When I'm learning code, what do you do when I get stuck? Google it, do your best. Take a deep breath, take a walk, but go back to it. What do you think about staying in a startup which might go huge versus job hopping for a 40% raise? I'd job hop. I'm much more interested in taking guarantees. Startups are, I don't recommend people stay in startups. Yeah. I would take the 40% raise every day of the week. Yeah, no questions asked. Please and thank you. Sign the dotted line. You think you're ready to get a job but can't find any? That's something a good portion of my mentees are doing, is I help them with their job search strategy, their resume. Having the right resume, the right LinkedIn, a good job search strategy, that's all stuff that really helps. Where would you recommend getting started with AWS? Believe it or not, I don't work with AWS all that much, working in the front end. Where did you go for Elsa? What do you mean for Elsa? What is Elsa? Oh, the storm? I was here. I didn't go anywhere. Yeah, it knocked out my power a couple times while I was working, but besides that, it was fine. Yeah, it wasn't that bad where I'm at. Just got a little rain, a little thunder, scared the dogs a bit. I do an internship before I do freelance. I would advise most people to stay away from freelancing. How did I start off in the industry? I put my resume up on Craigslist and I got a $12 an hour internship in California that I drove 2 hours to. And from there, I jumped jobs. I got a job as a technical writer slash business analyst at a software company in California where I studied for 9 months and dropped out of school. And then I drove about 2,500 miles from California to Florida, coast to coast, and took a job. Why not freelance? It's not a good use of your time. Your course under Angular challenge is awesome. Are you planning to make a new course? I try to make one course a year. I don't know what that course is going to be this year. Am I invested in crypto? Yes. Why stay away from freelancing? Stressful. The money's not as good until you're experienced, and you're dealing with clients that you probably don't want to deal with. You'll become a better developer quicker, not freelancing. That's not to say that you have to do that. That's just my opinion. Mohammed, yeah, you sound qualified. I always recommend junior engineers have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Git, and Go. How long before you jump jobs? I usually think about it 1 year, but really it depends on when you feel like you're ready. If you feel like you've achieved all the growth you can at one location, you stay until you stop learning. Which city have I liked living in? I've really only lived in the Tampa area and in Southern California. I would take Florida over California every day of the week, though. Joanna, I would just apply to out of state stuff and wait till something comes. How do California girls compare to Florida? Come on, man. Why did Scrimba take some of your videos down? Did they? Let me see. What videos do they take down? Let's see. Introduction unit testing, learn Markdown, introduction to clean code, 24 days of JavaScript, front end interview tips. Let's see. Introduction to TypeScript, introduction to ES6, introduction to JavaScript. I think that's all of them. Some teaching about async functions. I don't know. I don't remember. Have a good one, Luke. Java? Yeah. How's the tech scene in Florida? It's great, man. But I would just I would instead just apply. Don't get up and move. Apply where you're at, and then move once you have a job. But all right, guys. I'm gonna go run an errand, make some dinner, all that stuff. It's been fun. I just want to hop on here, tell you I'm alive, answer some questions, all that jazz. See you next time. Okay, go hang out with that dog back there. Yeah, they're right, Boise. Boise. What are you doing, baby girl? She knows talking about her. Bye, guys.